Hey everyone, I'm Ben Belack, Beverly Hills super realtor, and I'm going to quickly recap housing market data in the Hollywood Hills 2021 versus 2020, cover some record sales in the tens of millions of dollars, and then make a prediction for what I think 2022 is going to look like for home buyers and home sellers in the Hollywood Hills. What a crazy year of real estate it was for Los Angeles. Quick side note, I'm going to be focusing on housing market data in the Sunset Strip, which makes up the section of the Hollywood Hills with Truesdale to the west and the 101 freeway to the east. Okay, let's take a deep dive into 2020 versus 2021 housing stats. Inventory woes continued coming out of a year of anemic housing supply in the Hollywood Hills, dropping more deeply, over 13% in 2021. Surprisingly, however, we had a 38% increase in sold homes. The average price per square foot jumped up nearly 8% in 2021, and the average list price to sales price ratio jumped up from 93% to 95%. Also in 2021 versus 2020, the median price of about $2.1 million rose nearly 24% to nearly $2.6 million. In short, we saw way less inventory and significantly higher prices. And while none of the top sales of 2021 were in the Hollywood Hills this year, 5 traded north of $20 million. Rihanna listed for $7.8 million, and Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel listed for $35 million. Ariana Grande sold the house next door to a house I sold for $8 million in the Bird Streets after 3 brokerages could not cough. Now, let's get into my prediction for 2022. While many records were broken for high-price sales all around the city, we're going to see an all-time record when the one sells at auction, currently priced at $300 million. It's a 105,000 square foot mansion in Bel Air on nearly 4 acres. Few properties in the world have traded for above that list price. Now, for the rest of us, however, we are feeling the pressure of inflation and the threat of the Fed's promise of 3 interest rate hikes in 2022. Higher interest rates limit purchasing power, and low supply makes it tougher for people to get anywhere near the home they want or need. For the beginning of 2022, I'm predicting that buyer bidding wars will continue to be frothy as buyers already feeling pressure of market dynamics will be fear buying, attempting to avoid interest rate bumps. However, I do think as we approach the end of 2022, the market will soften a bit. Sellers know that we're now in year 14 of what's normally an 8-year cycle, and in the last 18 months, many sellers who have flirted with the idea of downsizing or moving to a different location, not out of need, but want, have all engaged me to list their homes. That's a meaningful signal to us agents in the trenches about consumer confidence. That all said, I don't expect a major adjustment simply because nationwide we need millions of homes to catch up with demand. If you watch my market reports every month, you'll see there is never more than a few months worth of inventory as of late. And even if inventory doubles, we're still technically in a seller's market in most sub-neighborhoods in Los Angeles. 2021 opened a lot of eyes and proved a lot of people wrong. Thankfully, I was not one of them. That said, I'm looking forward to a more affordable Los Angeles, relatively speaking, whenever that arrives. And look, each micro market has its own characteristics, own demographics, and factors affecting pricing and ultimately sales. So if you've been thinking of buying or selling real estate in Los Angeles, we'd love to sit down with you and have a strategic planning session to help you navigate the challenges and opportunities that we're seeing in today's market. Every week, we release new videos with relevant real estate topics, real estate market analyses, and home tours. If you want to see more market breakdowns like this, be sure to subscribe. And if you're looking to buy or sell in the Los Angeles area, you can always find us via the links below.